Albert Collins, and Guitar Heroes is March 1st. And the Northcote could do promotional clips from the shows, possibly. I'll say more about this on the drama show tomorrow. But it's not easy. It's actually quite difficult, I think, to look at a script for live performance that's been developed for a theatre in that tradition and work out a 3-minute or 5-minute or 30-second extract. But I think it's likely to happen because that's how social media is promoting stuff. So the musical, I went to Documental Theatre or Documental Productions arranged musicals in the Barnfield Theatre Thursday last week, and this is pretty good because the musical has got songs, and so the song can work on radio or it can work on social media within 2 minutes 20 seconds or at least 5 minutes, let's say. So that's got a lot of potential. I mean, this isn't meant with any kind of disrespect for the legitimate theatre, but it's just raising again one of the issues around what radio can do or what social media can do that promotes events. Related to that, the impact podcasts are getting more open to YouTube, I would say. So the latest one, episode 4, is available. It came out about four days ago, and it features Professor Sam Vine, whose psychology is the subject, but the area being looked at is well, it says here using AI and VR, but I think it might be AR and VR, augmented reality, virtual reality, but clearly AI is going to come into both, all of these things, and the way that learning and human performance can be supported by those technologies. And so a couple of things. One, that's extremely interesting just as it is, but also it's interesting that they've made the comments available, and also it was a live broadcast. So there was suspense built up because it was scheduled for 2:00 on Friday, but they didn't when at the time then they didn't enable live chat. I think I'm right in saying that. I missed it. I actually came to it a bit later for different reasons, but I don't think live. Yeah, chat replay is disabled for this premiere, it says. And I know that this is one of those things where YouTube is being used to broadcast the video to handle the transmission, if you like, and it's probably embedded somewhere else inside the university where people with the proper credentials can add other comments or get to other bits of material and so forth. But I don't really see why it couldn't be the case that there are other people in Exeter or anywhere who would also be interested in how research is promoted or what kind of impact it can have. In other words, what use can be made of these sorts of study, and could get involved through social media, because YouTube have actually put a lot of energy into setting up all kinds of systems around video that are worth checking out. I mean, some of it can get very silly. I've discovered that the video I do on a phone as a short, which can now be up to 3 minutes, they get a lot more views than the ones I used to do that can be viewed on a desktop. So I'm trying to work out what I can do within 3 minutes, and what I can do on a phone. Handling Zoom on a phone I find very, very difficult. My eyesight isn't really good enough to edit on a phone. So can I actually shoot it within 3 minutes or 50? I think 50 seconds. If there's some music in the background, there seems to be a completely different copyright approach. Creative Commons hasn't reached the world of shorts, but it's just assumed if it's under certain lengths that the record companies don't mind. Anyway, I'm going way off the topic, which was that there are things going on with universities and social media, but it hasn't got to the point where the campus model is under review. That's what I think is going on.